Sorry about that. Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. Sorry about having to end that other one. We just had a little bit of an outburst that wasn't very appropriate. So, just had a little bit of an outburst that wasn't very. Didn't want to have that going on the YouTube interwaves. Not a good one. Not a good. Not a good look. Okay, there we go. Hopefully, hey, hi at last. Okay, you guys, how was Dee's story? Damn, I'm so proud of him. You guys, now this is what I want to talk to y'all about, okay? Um, sorry. I just want to share something with you guys, okay? So, okay. You know, a lot of people think that I come on my channel and that I'm over here just like racking up and doing all these things. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, Danny, right there, Danny was basically exactly what I do my channel for. Okay. He found me here on Real Talk Recovery. He reached out to me when he was in active addiction last year. Okay. In like September. All right. I stayed in contact with him. I would text him every now and then on Instagram and see how he was doing. He's cussed me out before because he was mad at me because I wasn't calling him every day, because he was getting high and I was trying to encourage him and stay on him to get sober. But this is exactly why I do what I do on my channel, because I get to see people like Danny finally get it and finally turn their lives around. Just like Sonia. Sonia started with me last year. She just hit 1 year sober on March 17th, I think it was. And so I'm not telling you guys I got these people sober because I didn't do it. I didn't get them sober. They got themselves sober. They reached out for help. But I've been here to guide and be an encouraging voice and somebody to push them to take the extra steps. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like such an amazing, it's so awesome, you guys, to see it. You know what I mean? I'm just so grateful. You know what I mean? It's literally like, it's like this. You know when you plant a flower, okay? You plant a little seed and then you get to see that seed grow. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. I get to plant these seeds of recovery, okay? I'm like throwing the seeds out there. Okay, then I water it a little bit. I try to water all you guys, but damn, there's a lot of y'all, and then I come back and some of those seeds are sprouting into beautiful flowers. Okay, enough with my analogies. Y'all don't come for me. Do not come for me. Let's talk. Let's see. I'm gonna find us a good meditation to read. Oh, damn, that was a good one. I've never had anybody come on my channel and tell me about their dick getting broke, but that was the best. That was the best story I've ever heard. I love that guy. That's right, Merc. Y'all, I love you guys so much. I love y'all so much. Okay, let's see. Courage. Oh. Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to find us a good meditation to read. Perspective. Let's read about perspective today. I think that's always something good. Perspective. All right. Okay. So I'm going to read us a meditation, you guys, and this is from the Courage to Change. This is an Al-Anon meditation book, but I love it anyway. Here we go. As a result of our exposure to alcoholism or drugs, to alcohol or drugs, many of us lose perspective on who we are, and what we can and cannot do. We accept ideas about our own limitations that have no basis in reality. The program helps us to sort out the truth from the falsehoods by encouraging us to take a fresh, objective look at ourselves. I had always been told that I had a weak constitution and had to avoid excitement and overexertion. Believing this, I avoided exercise, sports, certain jobs, and even dancing, sure that my poor, weak body couldn't handle the strain. My most frequent response to any invitation was, I can't. I realized that I had a distorted self image. I had never thought to question my beliefs, but when I took a good look, I discovered that they were untrue. I am as fit as anyone I know. I began to wonder how many other false assumptions were limiting me. A whole new way of life opened up because I had the support and encouragement to take a fresh look at myself. How many of you guys have thought to yourself, I can't get sober? I can't do it. You look at someone else and you see them living their life. You see them happy. You see them laughing. You see them, they just look like they're just living it, right? Living a great life. And you look at them and you're like, I can't do that. I can't get sober like they can. You're counting yourself out before you even give it a try. You know what I mean? You're tapping out before the match even started. Okay? Just get in there and give it a try. Raimi, what's up, baby? Get in there and give it a try. I have done the same thing. I'm one of the things I always used to tell myself is that if I do try, I'm not going to be able to make that initial hurdle, and I kept myself from getting sober for a long time, you guys, because I kept like self-sabotaging. I would set myself up for failure. I would keep people around me that were still getting fucked up. I wouldn't improve. And they always tell you to hang around people that are winners, right? Hang around people that are successful in their life, because if you hang out with successful people, then you're going to end up being successful, because you're going to say, wait a second, all my friends are going forward and I'm just kind of like sitting here. I want to be successful too. And that's going to light that fire inside of you. That's kind of like what we do here for each other. We light a fire in each other. You know what I mean? We help each other move forward by challenging each other and by sharing our experiences with each other. A lot of the reasons why, like, I share all these stories about my addiction and what I did, how I got over certain, drugs and away from those drugs, right? I share those with you because I know a lot of you guys are either coming off those or trying to come off of them, right? Or already off of them and thinking, is it worth it? Should I stay away from them? Is it worth it? Can I work it? Flip my thing, flip my thing around, and what is that saying? Flip my thing around and something and reverse it. Sorry, Missy Elliott. It's worth it. Recovery is worth it. And another thing that I used to do, you guys, I had 4 friends commit suicide in the last 6 months because of the benzos. We all high at last. There is a whole new, I was talking to somebody else, Raimi, high at last. Oh, I wonder if he's in the chat right now. We'll see. I'll see if he's in. Let me text him. I have another guy that I just met that's also going through the same thing you guys are going through with the benzos. Okay. And it's like a whole new generation of people that are on benzodiazepines that are getting hooked. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, you guys, like, you don't even have to be a drug addict to get hooked to benzos. Okay. Like, just being prescribed them for like a week or two, you're already going to have that dependency to them. And so a lot of people are they're not addicts. They have a dependency. And so they've never they've never went out and like sold stuff to get their benzos, or cheated or lied. They're just prescribed them by the doctor legally, and now they can't get off of them, you know? And so just so you guys know, everybody that comes in this chat is welcome. It doesn't matter if you were an addict or a chronic pain patient that decided, hey, I can't live this life anymore. I want to get off this shit. You know, we've all got one thing in common. We wanted to get off the shit, right? We wanted to get away from the crap. Okay, so that's what we all have, that thing in common, right? And if you're not an addict, come and enjoy some of these stories, because you know we got some good ones here. They'll blow your damn mind. Raimi, were you in the last live stream when Danny was on? He told a story that I've never heard in my whole entire life. I will never forget it. When he said the words out of his mouth, I thought, did I just hear him say that? I was like, damn. Hey, Rob, what's up, bub? It was a good testimony, you guys. But we've all been there, you know, and I'm just so happy that we can all come together. Well, let me tell you, Raimi, the way he got hooked on opiates was he broke his dick. Like literally, had to get it put in a cast. So you got to watch the video before this one, because he tells the story so much better than I just did. And you know me, I said, I need details. I said, I need to know exactly how this happened. Oh, Sky. I know all of you guys were here for it. That was a good story. He really did a good job. I'm so proud of him, you guys. It's like seeing my little flower grow. He's like a little rose that just blooming right in front of my eyes. And that's how all of you guys are. All of you guys that I talk to on the phone, that you guys you've reached out and we get to know each other. You guys are all like my little roses that are blooming into beautiful bouquets of roses. Y'all are all growing into sober, beautiful, happy people, right? It's so awesome. It's like, I love it. I love it. I feel like we have such a family here, you guys, a family, you know? I'm kind of getting a little emotional about all this. Sky, Jane, if I want to call you Sky because it's on here. It happens all the time, you guys. You are a rose high at last. You are. And welcome to the family. I know you just got here recently, but you're already a part of the family. I don't know why YouTube is screwing me with the notifications, but you know, and tomorrow what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to go on at 7. So let me tell you this. Let me ask y'all this. So I went an hour later this evening. Is that better for you guys? Does everybody seem to be able to get here an hour later? Is that easier? Because you guys all showed up and showed out tonight. There was like 50 people on this chat earlier. So tell me if that's better for you guys, and I will start going at 8 instead of 7. I just want to do anything I can to help you guys and accommodate y'all, you know? Yeah, they're not notifying anybody. Okay, later's better for you, Raimi? Okay. I'm figuring it's probably going to be for everybody because a lot of you guys are on the West Coast, huh? Later is nice. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh. Okay. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? So, we just talked about perspective, right? About not counting ourselves out before we go into the fight, right? Is there anything that any of you guys are struggling with that you guys want to talk about? Is there anything that any of you guys are just like wanting to share? Is there any of you guys that want to come up on the screen with me? If you do, let me know and I'll share the link in the chat. Hey, Rosie. Yeah, I'm just going to tell you that it's just how YouTube is. Like are you feeling better? I was waiting for the notification, but that didn't happen. Yes. And you know what, Raimi? I'm going to be on. I go on every single night. So you'll never miss me. I have a lot of videos that I release, you guys, that they just flop. Like, YouTube doesn't let anybody know that the video is on, that is even there. And honestly, what I do is I just trust and believe that you guys are going to come to the channel and check to see. Because if I depended on YouTube, and plus I'm going to be transparent with you guys. Guess who got her YouTube check yesterday? Who wants to know how much my YouTube check was? Drum roll, please. Guess. I'm going to let you guys guess. How much do you think my check was from YouTube? For 30 days, for 1 month. Good. Hi at last. You're my kind of people. I'm the same way. If I find somebody that I like, I go back to their channel. You know what I mean? I'm like, are they going to be live? Are they going to be talking? Raimi, I wish. $100. 103.76. 103.76. So at least I'm getting something, right? I'll tell you guys this. I guess you have to have like a bunch of views to get a lot of money, because I usually get about $100 a month. 103, Merc. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Exactly, Raimi. A lot of that comes from you, the people that send super chats in, because honestly, let me see. Let's look at my analytics on my channel and I'll share it with you guys. Since I do live streams and stuff, and it's more of like us interacting like we are right now. I do some recorded videos, and those are my videos that like get a lot of views, but for the most part, they're just like short, they're just live streams. So I'll tell you this much though. Hold on. Let's see. 53% of you guys are men and 46% of you are women. Okay. And I think like 70% are subscribed and 30% are not. Anyway, y'all don't care about that. Okay. Let's go ahead and do one more little meditation, and then we'll let's see, secrets. That sounds like a good one. How about it? 47 secrets. Kind of like what Danny was talking about, right? Danny was talking about how, in his addiction, no one knew that he was doing all that heroin, and that it took him a lot to have to lie to all the people in his family. And I was talking to him before we got on to do that live stream, and I said, you know what? I feel like God did for you what you couldn't do for yourself, because if he hadn't have overdosed in his mom's bathroom, nobody would have ever found out that he was on drugs, and he probably would have never gotten sober. But because that happened on Christmas Eve, it forced the cat out of the bag, so he could no longer hide it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, secrets. In a tornado, you not only have to look out for the tremendous winds, but also whatever the winds pick up and hurl in your direction. Like a tornado, addiction often brings along additional problems, including verbal, physical, and sexual abuse, illness, debt, prison, infidelity, and even death. Some of these problems can be so embarrassing that we don't dare to talk about them. We learn that we are only as sick as our secrets. I love this. Until we let them out into the light, they keep us trapped. Most of us find it best to share our secrets with someone we can trust, someone who understands the disease of addiction. No matter how hopeless, different, or ashamed we may feel, there are always AA members or NA members who have been through similar crises and are willing to listen and help. The times I want to hide out with my secrets are probably the times I most need to reach out and share them with others. When facing a difficult situation, let me remember that my higher power speaks through other people. I don't have to face it alone. We're only as sick as our secrets. We do not have to go through this life by yourself. You do not have to, keep getting fucked up and feel like you're all alone. Pocket your pride, okay? Hang that shit up and reach out for help. The best thing that you will ever do in your life is reach out for help, you guys. I'm telling you 100%, I would never lie to you guys. The best thing I ever did was reach out for help. And now look, now because I reached out for help and I got going and got on the sober train and started doing what I needed to do, now I'm able to give that help back to other people. And that's what each and every one of you are going to be able to do. Once you go through your trials and tribulations and you come out on the other side of that shit, you're going to be able to give back and help others too. Okay? Just take your time, learn everything you can about the disease of addiction, learn everything you can about the dependency that you have acquired, okay? Because what happens is a lot of the times when we get put on anything like Xanax, Klonopin, opiates, anything, alcohol, we're using an outside substance to cope with an inside problem, okay? So there's something going on inside of us that we feel the need to use X, Y, or Z to change the way we feel, right? So if we can learn to cope with those problems, anxiety, depression, sadness, feeling alone, all these different feelings, right? If we can learn how to cope with those things on our own without those outside things like drugs or alcohol, then we will be free, Now, don't get me wrong. I know some people have to be on medications for depression and stuff like that, right? It's treating the symptoms, not the cause. There you go, Rob. There you go. Okay. Now you're getting it. If you can dig deep and start doing that work on the inside to make changes, right? And learn about, why do I feel this anxiety? Why do I feel uneasy? Is it because I'm around people I don't know? Is it because I'm afraid? Right? A lot of the reason why I used to feel anxiety is because of the fear of the unknown. Am I going to be accepted? Will they like me? Am I going to pass this class? Am I going to be able to make enough money to pay my bills? Is my boss going to fire me? Right? These are all things that we worry about. I don't know about you guys, but I was a worry wart when I was little. When I was a little girl, I used to think people were going to carjack us. And I grew up in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Okay, that don't happen there. So it was just this like panic that was always in me. And so instead of learning at a young age how to cope with that in a natural, healthy way, I learned how to cope with it by taking drugs. They close at 9:00. It's 4 minutes. Okay. So we can all do this together. We can learn how to cope together.
What does that mean for me?
Rami, I totally understand. I used to obsess over like whether or not we were going to be able to pay our bills, right? And it was like, Nicole, you're working, your husband's working, you're saving money, like just let it go. It's like almost like an obsession to worry about it. Because you know what it is, Rami? It's the need to control. It's wanting to be in control. Okay? Have you ever thought about maybe you're a little bit of a control freak? Sometimes we have to let go and let God. Let go and let your higher power take the wheel. Like I was singing earlier. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay? Don't say, I'm on a live. Don't you even do it, boy.
I said, what?
I am too. So don't worry. High at last. That's exactly. So I was such a bad control freak that when I finally started abusing drugs and alcohol, it was like the only thing that I could control was how out of control I was. So baby, I was trying to go to the moon and back, and then underground, and then all the way to the center of the earth and back again.
Is this how small my hand was when I was a baby?
Mm-mm.
But now look how...
That would be crazy, huh?
But look how
big... no, it probably was that little.
But look how big my hand is.
I know, you're a big boy now.
Look, I'm going to show them.
Nate wants to see how he made this in school.
in pre-K.
Just back from all those. Yes, totally understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go to sleep for the night.
Yay!
As you can see, I got the little nugget over here. He wants me to come hang out with him. I love you guys, okay? Thank you to all of you guys that are supporting the channel. Yeah, I'll be here for you guys no matter what. If you need anything, y'all know what to do. Text me on the phone. I got you guys, okay? Don't ever feel like you're bothering me. You're not bothering me. When you're saying that in your mind, oh, I don't want to bother Nicole. Let me just tell you something. That's the disease of addiction. That's your ego telling you that you don't need help, okay? If you're struggling, just shoot me a text. We can at least text each other, okay? All right. I love you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, okay? What? What? Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll go an hour later than normal. Go ahead.
I should show you which Pokemons I have. I have only one that I found.
Oh, I think it's upside down.
Read his name.
His name is Slowpoke. Aww.
Where's my?
I love you guys. It's okay, Raimi. I love being bothered. I love it. It's okay.
Why do you?
All right, love you guys. Because it helps me to help other people, buddy. It gives me something to do too. I love it.